And can you see my screen right now? Yeah, if all is good, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the UK Demo Day as a part of the Seeds of Bravery activities. And it's my huge pleasure for those who don't know what it is to tell you a little bit more about the Seeds of Bravery. It's a 20 million euro project funded by the European Union under the EIC to support Ukrainian tech startups, bringing them closer to the EU. And inside of Seeds of Bravery, we have many activities, but they are all run by an amazing consortium of 17 organizations and 2 associated partners, and who join their forces to help our Ukrainian deep tech founders, innovators to scale and to become better. We have 5 streams of programs, and will allocate 12 million euro in non-refundable grants. Most of them have already been allocated, but we are in the final stage of our project right now. And apart from giving the grants, we do many programs inside to help our founders understand how the leadership works, how the market works, how to negotiate with investors, and build an effective business models and everything related to being a successful deep tech startup, which can easily scale abroad. And today's Demo Day, the UK Demo Day, is brought to you by an amazing partners, organizers. My name is Anastasia Lubisheva. I'm from Vacuum Deep Tech Acceleration. And today with me, I have Abby from AccessBig and Maria from Plug and Play. Maria, Abby, if you'd like to say hi to everyone.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for logging in to take part, whether you be on the investor side of the table or as a pitching startup. We are so grateful to have you here today and very excited to hear about your amazing innovations. Best of luck, everyone.
Thank you, girls. And before we jump to the part where the startups will present themselves, I'd like to give the floor for a few minutes for Pavlo Kalashnikov, a trade development advisor from British Embassy Kyiv, who would present to you, our dear innovators, the great opportunity that is available very soon for all Ukrainian startups. Pavlo, I know that you're here with us. The floor is yours. Thank you for joining. Happy to see you.
Thanks, Nastya. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. Thanks for inviting me here. By means of introduction, my name is Pavlo. I work for the British Embassy in Kyiv. I work in the trade department and I lead on tech, which essentially means that I am the UK government's resource to help Ukrainian startups enter the UK and make their way in the UK. So if you've never heard of that, please do get in touch. Please do come to the embassy in Kyiv if you're here, and we'll be able to discuss your journey to the UK and where the government can be of help. That was a quick plug from me, and then another one would be we are organizing an event next week. On the margins of Lviv IT Arena. In fact, a day before, it is Thursday afternoon. It is a reception with a lot of the UK companies that will visit Lviv specifically for this, with representation from our acting ambassador, all of the seniors, and we'll have some content for startups as well. So yeah, really glad to extend this invitation to all of you here on the call. Let me just paste a link to that so you can go explore and you can register there. And I'll make sure that you're invited. Here it is, Luma. Thanks. That's it. That's it from me. Thanks a lot, Nastya, and our startups. It's a pleasure to be here and can't wait to hear what you bring. Thank you.
Thank you, Pablo, and thank you for your active involvement in our initiatives and for this amazing opportunity to meet during IT Arena. We wanted to tell you, dear startups, that we set up a panel of investors, and I wanted to specifically highlight three investors who will be active with asking their questions. We have Tommaso Fantirossi, Arthur Perisic, and Matteo Nicoli, from whom you would hear today. And the agenda for today, we have our 12 startup pitching one by one. We'll have 3 minutes for the pitch. The pitches will be live. And then, if I'm not mistaken, 3 minutes for the Q&A. Maria, am I right? 3 minutes.
3 minute pitch, 5 minute Q&A.
5 minutes Q&A. Yeah, thank you so much. And if we're ready, the first startup that we'll pitch today is the startup called Eddy. Volodymyr, Ivan, are you here today with us? If you are, the floor is yours. You can share your screen and start pitching. Okay, Volodymyr, we can see you're here, but just please share your screen. Wonderful. And Maria will launch the timer so that you can see the time. Go ahead.
Volodymyr, I'm presenting Eddy Startups. Our startup is made for the teachers. Our aim is to help teachers and give them more time to teach, in fact. From 40 to 60% of the work time of the teacher is not teaching. It's the paperwork, it's speaking with the parents and so on. Parents doesn't have real-time info about their children, and educational system incur additional expenses because everyone is still using the pen and paper method that was still using 100 years ago. And everyone who tried to solve it failed, mostly because they were not focusing on the teachers, because if teachers doesn't want to use it, they will not. And so it doesn't work. But when teachers start to use it, and the first grade is in the digital, everything changes. Students become more focused, parents become informed, school administration save time and money, and school inspection get a transparency and time saving. How we do make teachers to use our app. We have a mimic workflow, so it's used like it feels like pen and paper. It's work with AI, so they have a media chain. We have a great parser that parse the real curriculum of the country. They have all the books there, and everything is based on the real books that they use in teaching and their program. We have three apps, both mobile application and apps for Eddy teacher, Eddy parents, and Eddy students. For teachers, they get AI-powered automation that make their workflow automated. For parents, they have real-time updates, and for students, they have a smart schedule, personalized recommendations, and boosting of learning outcomes. And they have everyone speak with everyone. Our target market for now is Poland. Our traction in Ukraine was more than 3,000 schools, 60,000 plus active teachers weekly, 350 students using it as monthly, let's say, and 350 regional inspections they're working with us. And we have all the ecosystem on the place. We have a basic ecosystem. We have a system for the school and the system for the management. We are also the part of the Google Cloud Partner and the Google for Startups Fund. We have a great team. I want to stop here and thank you.
Okay, wonderful. Volodymyr, you're just in time. Thank you so much for your presentation. And just wanted to let you know that right now we'll have 5 minutes for questions. So if you do have questions to Volodymyr, please raise your hand and you'll be the first to ask. And then Maria will also launch the pool. So if you want to connect with Startup Eddy, just please fill in the form. Okay. We are open for questions.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you, Vladimir. That was very interesting. I mean, as you know, this is not the first time there is a solution that tries to create that virtual loop that you're trying to build. The main question is probably on go-to-market. How did you get the traction you got in Ukraine? What was kind of the marketing hack, if you think there was one? And where do you start in the flywheel? Because you obviously have a platform, a network effect that you need to kind of start, and considering that teachers are probably not going to be your buyers, and that you need to infiltrate larger systems. What has been your experience there, and what makes you completely different from anyone else that has ever tried this?
Well, I will start from the traction where we had come from. In Ukraine, we are launched the sales. We had a great sales team that was going into the schools, going into schools inspection and selling, in fact, on the land. Otherwise, it didn't work. Marketing doesn't work. Nothing works. All the systems start to work, and that's the most important when the teachers start to use the app and our solution. And that's how it started to be interesting even for the parents because they're starting to get the data that can be used and read out. So the key hack here was it's to make teach because when these systems are normally integrated, the teachers need to do job twice. Like, firstly, they need to put it on the paper and they need to put it on the app. What we did, firstly, we tried to make it the app first. So we make a real good interface when it's easy to put the mark. So before we launched this interface, we had teacher using our solution only on the weekend. So normally during the weekdays, they just working with the paper. And when they have a weekend, they sit and put the marks. As soon as we launched the app, that was really easy to use. They start to use it ongoing. So we start to get real-time data. Also, we're now implementing, and it's already working, the system that it's digitalizing handwriting in the journal. So you can make a photo and then it will be put it in our app. And also the thing that also a game changer for us and for teachers as well is that we use exactly their curriculum and exactly the books they're using for teaching, not something taken from somewhere. It's just what they use every day, and system knows which lesson they have to do with which class on which subject, and can even in advance prepare for them the materials like a test generated by AI and so on, based on the books that already in the system. They don't need to do anything.
Got it. Thanks. And just a comment, when presenting, definitely don't skip the team slides. It's very, very, very important.
It's in the end.
But I know it was
I'm
a
really
short
bad
dive, so I understand.
in 3 minutes pitch. I'm bad at it. 4 minutes is good for me. 3.
Thank you, Arthur, for your questions. Do we have any other questions to Volodymyr?
Yeah, my question, hi Vladimir, thanks for
Hello.
the presentation, first of all. My question is, you mentioned that this is gonna add for sure teachers, you're gonna have embedded also books. I'm wondering from the student side, what are the main features that can support students mostly, and this let's say among the value chain of book selling and all of this, how do you position yourself? How do you integrate the books, the bibliography and all of these in your app?
Okay, the real thing that if teachers say to use it, the students gonna use it because they're obliged to. But when we say about the marketing, what is good for the students is that we are providing, first of all, providing a smart scheduling, and our system is telling schedule time for the children, for the students, and telling now you make a homework, then you can relax, and then so on. Nobody making notification, time is off, but we make a notification saying, okay, you need to do this homework and those on. We have a good recommendations for the one who wants to learn, but not everyone. And we're now working on the Spark things that make the motivation for the students, but it's early to tell about it.
So physical books will be still present for students. It's not going to be replaced as a unique platform where you.
It's not on our site, it's the law. who's saying that they need to be printed.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you for questions and answers. We've just launched the pool, so if you want to connect with the Eddy team, please do so. Submit your interest, and we are moving forward. And the next startup that we'll be pitching is Sirocco Energy, and the Mosquito will be the next after the Sirocco Energy. So I can see that Nazari is here. Nazari, are you gonna pitch today, right?
Yes, absolutely. Can you hear me well?
Yes, all is good.
Awesome. Thank you. Glad to be here. So let me share the screen and tell you our story.
Go ahead.
Okay. More, sure. And
Just a small reminder for our dear startups who are pitching today, please include the name of the startup so that we know that you're here today with us. Nazari, we can see your presentation. Go ahead, you can start your pitch. Good luck.
okay, yes. So, hi, it's a pleasure to meet you all. My name is Nazari. I'm the CGO of Sirocco Energy, and we are a part of the solution to a major global challenge, meaning rising energy costs and energy efficiency. And what we do at Sirocco Energy, we build wind turbines delivering power up to 5 times cheaper than the grid. And our wind turbines, how they are different, they are adapted to suburban conditions, which is the market that is not tapped by the majority of the players. And that's where the biggest energy consumers are, like factories, distribution centers, etc. So we are more affordable at every stage of the project. Why it is like this? Because our turbines use shorter, lightweight blades, far less costly, as you can see, the traditional ones, and we have no gearbox, which is the heaviest and most expensive part of the traditional turbine. Therefore, we also generate lower noise and generally are safer for birds. Our turbines need up to 10 times less length and fit into a standard container for shipping, which also allows us to cut the logistic costs. Our turbines are adapted to real wind speeds in suburban areas, which means we generate more energy than traditional turbines in the suburban zones. And right now, we are launching the production. So we are already agreeing on the pilot contracts with the companies in Ukraine and have preliminary interest in the US and currently talking with some of the European clients. And this is about the generation of the energy that I've talked about earlier. And talking about what we are seeking right now, we are raising 1.5 million to start the production and scale into target markets. Right now we have more than 500K already secured. And what do we offer to our investments? So up to 100,000, we structure that through a safe agreement. For investments between 100 and 500, you receive common stock. For investment over 500, we offer preferred shares and the opportunity to secure one seat on the board of the directors. And I'm showing here the contacts of our CEO, and in the chat, I also add my contacts. So we'll be glad to answer the questions and connect with all of you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Nazari, for your presentation. And now we give a floor to questions from investors. I can see Arthur. Arthur, go ahead.
Hey Nazari, that's a very nice presentation. Thank you, and very interesting. Just a comment on the slide about the different shares and rights that you would give based on the investments. I would remove that because it will discourage investors that might be thinking about doing a smaller ticket. And first of all, what you want is to have a conversation with them. You can discuss afterwards what rights and these kind of things. And even though I wanted to ask you on the testing of the hardware. What kind of test have you run on it in terms of durability, in terms of resistance to extreme atmospheric conditions, and the patent, what is it on?
Yes, Arthur, first of all, thank you for the feedback about the investor slide. Definitely will work on that. To answer the rest of the questions, talking about the what kind of test was already done, we created the prototype for 3 kilowatt turbine and for 8 kilowatt. We tested, collected the results, dismounted that, and right now we are finalizing the aerodynamic tests for the 30 kilowatt turbine, and also we are working with a subcontractor of Boeing who is doing the mechanical parts for us, and we're going to be working with the official representative of Siemens here in Ukraine, will be supplying us with the electronics. So essentially, we are running simulations in the system, but also after that, our goal for the closest future is to finalize this preliminary interest in Ukraine to actually launch the tests and compare the what we already modeled to the actual results, because in each model that we do, there are a lot of, I would say, safeguards in terms of, hey, we want to be extra cautious. Let's put some extra things that maybe just to be sure. But in reality, there are two things in terms of talking, let's say, about the efficiency, right? So in terms of aerodynamic efficiency, our results are very high. Right now, we are also working on calculating mechanical efficiencies, and there we are putting some additional, I would say, um, scenarios where we are very cautious, but we like the exact results of the tests. That's what we are very interested in. That's why the pilots are very important, and that's how it would show that what the technology can do, and after that we can optimize on top of that. A long way to answer the questions. I'm not sure whether I did.
No. Yeah, thanks. And so do you currently already have a working prototype?
For 30 kilowatt, we will have it installed. Our plan to have it installed by the end of the year, and our goal is to launch the production in 2026.
Got it. Working with Boeing on the just. Thanks. Very interesting.
Thank
Okay, I
you.
also have a question. So again, endorsing what Arthur just said, very interesting product. I was wondering, you mentioned you're working with a couple of suppliers, I was wondering what's built in-house within this product, and I was wondering with the money you're currently raising, what's the bottleneck when it comes to the capacity for this production, both working with the supplier and your production capabilities.
Matteo, thank you for your question. So right now, in terms of the bottlenecks and our roadmap, we are starting with 30 kilowatt, but our roadmap is 100 kilowatt, after that 500 kilowatt, after that 1 megawatt. The money will be spent on the R&D and improving our capacity. What do we have internally? This is actually the IP on the system itself, and we want to be as lean as possible. Therefore, we are right now building, like I would say, generally verifying that technology is efficient, and after that we have, like I would say, a long range of potential optimization that it would make even the technology even more efficient. In terms of the partners that we are working with, we already have the preliminary like agreement on the production here in Ukraine, west of Ukraine, which is roughly like 60 miles close to the Polish border. And the capacity for that facility is about 100 units per month, which like for 30 kilowatt, and our roadmap for 2026 is essentially launch 30 kilowatt and move to 100 kilowatt like as soon as possible, since we are targeting businesses. And 30 kilowatt, I would say it's a lower end, but this is the most efficient way how to verify the technology. Therefore, we are moving like from small to big one.
Yeah, perfect. I had another little question, but I guess we're out of time. So
I'll follow up like privately. I would love to discuss any questions that you might have.
perfect. Thank you.
So feel free to add something on the chat if you feel like asking a question as we move forward to the polls. And yeah, Anastasia, I'll let you take over.
Yes, thank you so much. If you're interested in connecting with Sirocco Energy, please insert your interest here. And we are moving forward. Nazari, thank you for joining us today and for your pitch, the answers to questions. And we are moving forward with Anastasia from Mosquito team. Hi, Anastasia. Thank you for joining. Oh, I can't hear you. Oh, now all is good.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, thank you so much for having me here today. So let's talk mosquitoes. Uh, okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can, but not in the full mode.
Okay, just give me a second. I believe, can we just have the time from the beginning since they're more technical? Mhm. I don't know. Can I leave it like this? Because just
Sure, all is good.
something is going on.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So my name is Anastasia. I'm CEO and co-founder at Mosquito, and let's talk today about mosquitoes and threat that is growing along with those. So today we already have pandemics that were announced by World Health Organization that are related to mosquitoes: dengue, Zika, malaria, West Nile virus. You can hear this in the news all over. And the most common method how to deal with mosquitoes is chemicals. And by chemicals, we enforce the problem by adding climate change problems, and therefore the mosquitoes are moving to new territories where you haven't seen them before. At Mosquito, we're addressing this problem in ecological way. We've developed a device that provides 93% efficacy against mosquito bites without usage of any chemicals, being weatherproof and also beneficial for beneficial insects. We are covering territories up to 2 acres and are able to outsmart mosquitoes. We imitate human body, and due to this, we attract female mosquitoes looking for the blood, and we are trapping them. We attract them to our skin smell, skin temperature, also how mosquitoes envision us, and this way we are able to catch them and stop reproduction cycle. By now, we are on track this year to in revenue of $500,000 of US dollars, and it makes us of plus 120% versus 2024, and we are on track to reach almost 1 million this year. We already have a worldwide presence of our products across 5 continents that proven efficacy throughout the world. We are working with the leaders in the sector, with such companies as Rentokil Terminix, Massey Services, Armoza, Ecolab, and also our products already used by leaders in hospitality: Hard Rock, Disney, Marriott, Hilton. Uh, we addressing this problem nowadays also to B2C sector, and we already launched our Mosquito Mini product and generated in revenue over 250,000 US dollars. We are addressing this to B2B and B2C, and also we have recurring revenues from our consumables and software. We are developing monitoring system for data analysis of potential threat of mosquitoes that will provide early warning of potential threat. We have 24 IP, and we are having all the certifications necessary for this type of product to go for the market. We are raising $500,000 US dollars right now, and this will enable us to present our products on the market and step over to the new sectors. I know we are out of time, but I would love to address our team within the questions, and yeah, and leave it from here. Thank you.
Anastasia, thank you for an amazing presentation. And we open the floor for questions. You can stop sharing your screen, and I can see Arthur raised hand. Arthur, go ahead.
Thanks for the presentation, Anastasia. That was fantastic. And by the way, absolutely love the name.
Thank you.
There's something here. You're raising $500,000, but you're saying that you already have $1 million in ARR. Okay, so what exactly? How did you get to the decision of raising $500,000? Why would you like to raise $500,000 now? And why would you like to go for investor and VC money rather than debt or other types of financing?
Yeah, thank you so much for great question. So, we, as I've mentioned in the presentation, we are on the right now are launching our new product, Mosquito Mini, and then the main reason for this, as we say, just late seed round. We already had previous financing from VCs. Also, we are supported by Google and private investors. So this mainly the round that will support our B2C launch. We understand that with the B2C, and especially as we launch initially on the US market, we need to add efforts to marketing, to also to launch our B2C team to enforce it. And this is specifically related to growing our B2C presence. And later on in 2026, we are aiming to do like formal round of 3 million for the growth.
Sorry, I'm just going to follow up on this. But if you have the growth that you've shown in the growth and the success that you've shown in the graph, why only raise 500,000?
To add the power to launch B2C product.
Raise
Marketing,
more.
it's doesn't make sense for us to make the full round right now, just because we are launching Mosquito Mini that we already see giving us a huge boost in revenue. And if now we are on 500,000 milestone, we know that by 2026 we will be able to be at about 2 million in revenue. So it's just will make our valuation much more. That's why we are doing just like small round on the terms that we are able to do now right now with this revenue that we are having. And so we not dilute that much. That will be in this way we'll be able to get in the bigger round with much better valuation.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for your question.
Anastasia, the first question is a curiosity. So maybe I missed this information, but what's the range, the range that you can cover between the subject and the device and your product, guaranteeing protection from the bite of mosquitoes? Like, is there a coverage that you guarantee? You need to be in proximity of the device. How does it work?
Yeah, sure. Thank you for your question. So there is something in mosquito control that you can't just do use the word probably guarantee is something similar to medicine. Yeah, you can't guarantee that it will cure you for 100%. It's always it's nature, and we do have our scientific studies that prove efficacy of decreasing mosquitoes by 93% on territories for the big unit up to 2 acres, for small unit up to 1 acre. So that means that if you have the open territory on your backyard or hotel of this size of territory, we are able to attract mosquitoes that are habitant on this type of territory and catch them and stop their reproduction cycle on this specific territory. And this was done through tests, for example, conducted in Brazil, where we released certain number of mosquitoes on such territories, and we've been catching them with the presence of humans. And that showed us that we are catching 93% from all the mosquitoes that were released on such specific territory. So up to 2 acres for the grand unit, up to 1 acre for the small unit. So that's how far away we can attract mosquitoes living in those territories.
Okay, clear. And the last point was I've seen that you own quite some IPs. So I was wondering if you ever tested in within your business models, also the licensing model, considering that I think it's a tech that could be licensed easily and could
Yep.
become quite profitable. So I was just wondering if
Yeah,
you
we
did.
do have licensing model working in Brazil and India. Those were one of the initial markets we've entered, and specifically to grow faster, especially as this is manufacturing hardware, etc. So this helped us to grow much faster at the first point, and also to open the markets that might be quite difficult to open without knowledge of mentality and everything. So yes, we do have licensing in those two markets. So how it works, our partners have their facilities over there. We supply them with electronics and software, and everything else they built locally by providing our technology, and we have royalties for that. And but all the IP is owned by us, and everything happening is related to Mosquito.
Cool. Congrats. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Anastasia, for your answers. We've launched the poll dedicated to mosquitoes, so you can ask your questions and express your interest. And we are moving forward with our next startup, which will be the Metatable AI. And I can see the pitch already on board.
Everyone,
So Yaroslav,
nice to meet you.
go
Hello.
ahead. Hi.
Yeah.
We can
Just
see
a
you,
second,
we can
I will
hear
start.
you.
Okay,
Mhm.
sounds good. Okay, hi, my name is Yaro. I'm CEO at Metatable AI, a platform that helps to build software from idea to release just in 1 hour. Let me introduce you to David. He's a CEO of an ERP system selling to small and medium enterprises. He's built his business for over 30 years and has a strong sales pipeline, but he doesn't look very happy. And let's see what bothers him. First, clients require quick prototypes. Development costs are sky high, and which is hard to find proper developers at proper time. And third, most of the clients nowadays require AI-enabled features. So people like David missing out on new opportunities worth of $50,000 a month. And our customer research shows that David is not alone facing such challenges. So our solution helps people like David. We help to build MVPs in under 60 minutes without any coding skills required, and we provide AI-enabled features out of the box. As a result, people like David could generate more money. So our product is a web-based development platform. It has multi-stage process. You chat with AI assistant explaining your idea, and then it generates documentation. Based on the documentation, we generate code base, we verify it, and once it's error-free, we build and deploy it to our infrastructure. So we're targeting a small market right now of MVPs, which are totaling $100 million, but broader market is huge, totaling about $32 billion. And of course, we're not alone on this market. There are vibe coding platforms. Maybe you heard of names like Lovable or Bold, which are quite famous these days. Our differentiation is we are a holistic platform doing backend and front-end things. And that's why we could execute on our promise to deliver full cycle software. We started last year with public beta, got 2,000 early beta versions, generated 36K of revenues in pilot projects, and now working on the new version. And we are B2B SaaS, so with easy to understand monetization platform model with $25 a month only as a starting pricing tier. We are great. We have a great team. I'm a serial entrepreneur with successful exits in the past. My co-founders, technical people, worked for large enterprises in US, and we help to build startups as well. This year, we plan to do fundraising, targeting 100K, 125 of which we already secured from 2 angel investors, and we also get grants from Seeds of Bravery. Those money will be spent on product development and marketing, and we're targeting 50K of MRR within next 12 months. Thank you for your attention. I'm looking forward for your questions.
Yara, thank you so much for your presentation. It was wonderful, and we are open for questions. Please go ahead. Arthur.
Thanks, Yara. That's very interesting, and it's a very crowded space. You know it as well as I do. There's a little thing that maybe in the communication, maybe I misread, but if you say you're a no-code platform, then pushing the differentiation point on the fact that you have access to the backend is a bit weird because I, as a buyer, and if I am an SME or a CEO of an SME firm, and I'm looking for a backend for a no-code tool, then I don't want them to have access to the backend. Do you know what I mean? The other thing is this is going to be very much an execution game, and actually you've very well mentioned that you have a past and so just wanted to dive a little bit more about that execution. What's kind of similar question to that I asked in the past, but what's the hack here that would make you have a much faster onboarding process and a retention that your competitors might not have?
Yeah, great questions. Thank you. So you are right. It's about execution. So first of all, a few words about our history. For last 12 years, I work in IT development industry and my co-founders as well. So we build a lot of things together. So we know how to build a scalable products. And how we are different from projects like Lovable or Bolt. We pick different technologies. We pick different UI and UX in terms of how you communicate with the LLM, because what they do mostly chat mode communication. So you chat with LLM, and based on your input, it outputs some code base and builds it. We think that chat is not good way. We have an intermediate layer of a documentation. So we collect the context into documentation, and then on the documentation is a source of truth to generate the code base. So once user proved that this is what needs to be done, then we put it into LLM to generate doc. And of course, we assist in generating documentation with LLMs.
Maybe oh, sorry. Yeah, it's already in the flow. I was just wondering if you have like sort of proprietary data sets, web design, UX, best practices, or you just rely on general purpose models.
Yeah, so we did some experiments with fine-tuning of existing models, and it turns out that the world of LLMs is moving so fast that doing such fine-tuning, it improves for, let's say, 1 or 2 months the performance, but then the next month or 2 months we have Google presenting a new model or Anthropic presenting a new model. So at some point we realize that it's probably not make sense. These days, Grok by XAI from Elon Musk is probably the best performing model, and we anticipating some other big players introduce coding solutions, and we are model agnostic, so we could easily switch between them and include it into our pipeline, how we generate code base. So we decided to stay on shoulders of giants and don't, at this moment, it doesn't make sense to do fine tuning with our data sets.
Okay. All clear from my side. Thanks.
I have a question. How do you defend from agentic AI workflows platforms?
Such platforms require more knowledge of the software development. So we want to target people who do not have full understanding of how to build it. So we provide not only coding, but we also deploy it to our infrastructure, which is based on Google Cloud Platform. We provide a database, we provide authorization layer, all of these small but important things that needs to be present in the project if we're talking about either web or mobile application. So you have to know that you need these things and how to set them up. Even with LLM, it's still not a trivial way to do. But we combine it into some kind of a pipeline where we do it.
I agree, and just mindful of time, but from your client's perspective, from your ideal customer perspective, if you have a competitor that does that the same but doesn't tell your client, how do you from that kind of competitor?
Well, the quality, the marketing, so it's like you said, it's execution. We need to, first of all, the product should be great. The output of each output of the software we produce should be working well. But I did a lot of interviews with people who use, for example, Lovable, and they not all of them are happy with results because it's good at impressing at first, but then when you do iteratively changing things, it starts to break up. And we think we picked the right technologies to avoid that. So we need to, showcase that our products are great.
Thank you so much. It's never enough time for the questions and answers. We just launched the pool if you want to connect with MetaTable, and yourself, thank you so much for your presentation and answers. And we are ready to move forward with Andrei from Oh My Grant. Andrei, the floor is yours. 3 minutes. You're good to go. I can't hear you. You didn't turn on your mic.
Yeah. Thank you, Nastya.
Mhm.
Hi, everyone. My name is Andrei Gusak. I'm founder and CEO of Oh My Grant. It is an AI platform that helps business and nonprofits cooperate to secure European grant funding with minimal time, effort, and risks. It started, yeah. It started when I volunteered to join military defense forces in the beginning of the full-scale war, and to medical forces of Ukraine. There I carried the dead bodies in my own hands, and I understood that it is happening because of we don't have enough supply, we don't have enough funding. So the first thing I did when I got back home, it was founding Oh My Grant, and a grant management agency, and helping volunteering for UAV production and different civil initiatives in Ukraine. It is a small but sustainably growing business with 2.5 million raised for 40 clients in Ukraine and Europe. We have been recognized by veterans associations, by many civil associations, by Cabinet of Ministers of Ukraine, by Dia Business. It is biggest governmental news in Ukraine. And all this path was for we just understand that we don't solving a real problem. And the real problem is that any project needs funding, but the way to it is quite complicated. It is a hard bureaucratic process that done 100% manually, costs 25,000 euros in salaries, and covers up to 3 months of full-time job. And we started looking for any products that could solve it, like automated, and we understood that no one does it for consortia grant funding. It is realized for many individual applications, but in the individual projects, but the market is opposite. It is huge, like grant funding market in European Union is 250 billion in this 7 years cycle, and 420 inspected in the next 7 year cycle, and 85% of that is for consortia. So we're the first platform that is designed to help consortia secure European grant funding. It is done very simple. We have already done prototype, and we have already secured the first funding with it. It works very simple with just uploading all the information you already get. Then speaking with our AI to understand and clarify all the information that we need. Then it helps find you grant and partners for the call. Then it helps moderate a consortium chat where you discuss your role in the project. Then it helps with proposal development, project management, and reporting. It is a simple business model. We have already a team in place with enough entrepreneurial AI and ML engineering and academical experience in place. We have already partnered with academical institutions. We're raising 140K to finalize our development. That's all.
Andrew,
Thank you.
thank you so much for your presentation. We have a first question from Matteo. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Adi. Very noble mission that you're following, and I'm just wondering how you secure, how you guarantee. Let's say when we apply to a tender and we're working in a consortium, there are a lot of proprietary information that we need to keep in mind. That let's say there are legal information from the companies, the legal document that we share, and so forth. So how do you guarantee data protection and privacy, and which model are you building your solution on?
Yes, it is one of the most important questions in the project itself. GDPR compliance and other data management security plans are a part of our roadmap for developing. Now we have a prototype that that is built on according to it, but it has not passed any documentations yet, so it is planned in the future.
So you're building your own models for this?
We are fine-tuning existing models, and we are aiming to train our own with the funding.
Okay. Thank you.
And Pavlo, sure, go ahead.
Sorry. Is something wrong with my camera?
Yeah, you're blurred, but we can hear you well.
Where the hell am I blurred? I'm sorry for that. Yeah, so my question, I'm from the embassy, not from a fund or anything, so it would be about the UK. So it looks like, by the way, great product. I love it. It looks like your focus is strictly the EU. Where's the UK here, and where would be the global application here? Is there a plan to go global and apply this to a different context in the future?
Thank you for the question. The market is all European Union countries, like 27 countries of European Union, and all widening countries and countries associated to Horizon Europe, with all European countries around the European ecosystem. Yeah, and it is our main focus for the next 3 to 5 years, and then we will probably. The thing is, for example, United States grants are much. They are not absolutely the same, and they have a lot of things to adapt, like regulatory requirements, etc. So yeah, basically we focus on European funding, but this market already itself is huge. So.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you. Arthur?
Thank you. Hi, Andre. Thank you. Thank you for the presentation. This is a very interesting market. There's a lot of competition, but there is such a huge market. I think you're spot on. I want to ask you a straightforward question, really. Hopefully it can help you develop. But if you take out the AI model, where is the value that you create? Where does it come from? So imagine you get rid of completely the AI model. There's no AI model. The rest, in your opinion, in your company, where is the value?
It is in we have three main metrics that form our value proposition, and that is time of sea level that is used for applying to one application. It is price that companies invest, and that is win rate. So we are outperforming our main competition by all these three metrics, and that's how we do it. So yeah, AI is a core technology for our business. That's why we have academical partners, and that's why we have academic team members. So it is AI-based solution. So
Okay.
like without it, of course, there is nothing, but it is the main thing in our business. So yeah.
Then focus, get your defensibility out of it, because the agentic wave is something where you can't. I just don't recommend you rely on an AI model.
Thank you.
Thank you, Arthur. And Matteo, I can see your hand, but would you be so kind to ask your question in the chat? Thank you so much. So that we won't run out of time. Andre, thank you for your presentation and
Thank
for
you,
your
everyone.
answers. And we are ready for the next startup, which is Routine With. Natalia, you're with us?
Yeah. One moment. Can you hear me well and see my screen?
We can hear you well, and your screen is still loading. So let's just give it a few seconds.
And right now?
Yeah, all is good, but just try the full mode and we can start.
One moment. I just tried to. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm Natalia, CEO and co-founder of Routine Ways. And today I want to talk about fitness. Several years ago, after 2 serious knee injuries, I was back from sports that I love. And I become obsessed with the idea to preventing this happens to others. Specifically, if we talk about remote fitness. To validate this idea, I interview 40 trainers. And what I find out? For 90% independent fitness professionals, managing everything is like nightmare. As a result, less time with clients, injuries during online session is higher, develop and sell additional product. Are you kidding me? I don't have a time for this. So, what our solution? We build product for independent trainers that solve two major problem in this industry. Firstly, we build tools that eliminate admin busy work that eats up 30% trainers' time. And secondly, we build AI technology that analyze clients' movement during online session and in real time provide feedback to trainer when clients perform some improper or dangerous form. Basically, for trainers, we help to deliver safer and more efficient trainings, and for clients via safe space as training in person. The market of digital fitness is so competitive, and we start test MVP in Ukraine as far as it's a perfect landscape. And then we go globally and specifically want to start with Brazil. What about our pricing plans? We take a fee from all trainer transaction. It's 50-20%. And also we upsell additional features like AI, analytics, and trainer promotion services. We have already started to test our MVP with real clients. I am so happy to share with you some quick positive feedbacks from them. Right now, our team consists just two of us, and we definitely need and want to involve more talents. And today, I ask about one key for involving more talents, also for launching a product, and in general, implement our strategy. So let's make fitness easy, safe, and accessible from anywhere. Thank you.
Natalia, thank you so much for your presentation, and we open the floor for questions.
Yeah, Daria, thank you for presenting. I have something that came up to mind as more of curiosity at this point. Why Brazil first?
Why Brazil first? Because there are more than 50% prefer and use digital fitness because for example, in Europe, it still prefer some offline studios than digital fitness. Yeah.
Okay.
And there are a huge market.
Of course. And I guess kind of similar question that I've already asked today, but what's the hack in your go-to-market strategy? Why should I mean I get the product, but why how do you get the attention of those trainers, and what's your kind of go-to-market then?
First of all, as I mentioned, we start testing VP in Ukraine with our early adopters. It's mostly my connections and my acquaintance trainers. Then we go globally. As a Brazil, we use performance marketing. Will be like main go-to-market strategy. Yeah.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you. We have a question from Ross. Go ahead.
Hey, hello. Yeah. Natalia, thank you very much for the pitch. I think I missed the slide with competition. If you could elaborate and clarify Like, because I know a lot of companies building in the same direction. If you could clarify what is your competitive advantages long term and short term. And another question I had was in the very, very long run, why you think this sort of products could like exist in the same way? Because the way we see it, like Replit, Lovable, you could build up it, I don't know, maybe in a few years just for yourself. How do you see like your market, your industry in 5 years? Why your product going to exist at this market?
Thank you very much for your questions. Okay, regarding competitors, yeah, there are. It's a very competitive market, and what our big and advantage? First of all, we specifically target independent fitness professionals. We not target fitness studios because we see some companies that in specifically target more studios, but we like creators. We target creators, fitness creators, and also we help these creators to scale their business. And in our product, they like it's all-in-one software for them. Yeah, and it's our big advantage, because right now, if we see in Ukraine or, for example, in Brazil, usually fitness creators use WhatsApp, Telegram, Zoom, and I mean several tools, and it's sometimes it's quite difficult. And regarding your second questions, yeah, actually, our plan to be a unicorn, I mean, globally, I mean, because there are a lot of market and wellness right now, it's a huge economy, and actually it's still develop. Yeah. So our our plan is like be part of this economy. Yeah.
Thank you, Natalia. Any other questions? Or we are ready to move forward. Thank you so much. We're launching the poll. So if you want to connect with Natalia and Rutin with team, just please go ahead. And we are moving forward, and the next speech will be from the Generact.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, Andrew, we can hear you and
Awesome,
see you.
awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me share my screen in a second. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Here it is. Can you see it?
Yep, all is good now.
Let's start. So you are in the top 0.0001% if you know what is cold sales. If you launched cold sales in the past 12 months, and if you did that successfully. So outreach doesn't work, like cold sales does not work. In Generact, we believe that it's all about data. So we do data for B2B sales, and this is our technology. We scrape, we parse the data from social media like LinkedIn, Crunchbase. We collect phones, emails, and so on. Then we like make some magic with AI, of course, and then we deliver that through 3 top different functions. And this is very important because you can use that in any like sales, in any like other funnels. And I will describe that into you in a simple language. Like database is like find me all the product startups in California and their CMOs. So you have the base table and you can like work on that. But if you like send emails to these persons, to this person like from these companies, you'll be the spammer because everyone does that. So another step you can do is enrichment. So add me information about their funding rounds from the last 3 months, and you have additional like segments. Then you filter out people who are not in this segment, and then you make some trigger base, like let me know once they are starting spending their money on marketing. And then you have like signal once to reach out to the person. So boom, here's the successful outreach. So the market is huge. It's 2 trillion persons. we target AI sales intelligence market, which is like probably about 50 billion, and we target on the US in order not to be like GDPR and other like question answered. Like we have a lot of customers in Europe, but we don't target them. We're real time, and that is what our competitors need. So like companies that are powered by our tool are better. And here you can see like based on the verified emails, live data, and so on. Our go-to-market is integrations. We want to be in the clay. If you have some contacts, please let me know. We have referral. We are like attending conferences because we sell to those who sell. And here's why I'm here as well, because you are our target audience. And we do outreach because we have unlimited access to our data. So our solution is SaaS for people, API for integrations, and MCP for agents in real time, of course, only real time, no caching. We have about 1,300 SaaS users, about 50 plus companies which actively use us, and 10 plus MCP agents. Our business model is simple. It's pay as you go. We have a lot of like traction here, like LTV and so on and so on. Here is the traction smart table. You can just check that and say like, wow, that's great. And like we are bootstrapped. We were founded in 2022. We are like 80K MRR. We had non-equity funding from Google and Pseudo Bravery. We asked for half, like $1.5 million euros. And the real ask is just try that. It's worth that, I promise. Thank you.
Andrew, thank you for such a confident and wonderful presentation. And we are ready for the questions.
Hi, Andy. Thanks for your presentation. Are you alone in the startup, or do you have any co-founders or other people working in the team?
That's a great question because I've just deleted the slide with the team because it took a lot of time of describing that branch of people. I'm the solo founder, but we are 15 people full-time in the company, and we outsource most of the marketing and some kind of development. So yeah, like we are a pretty large company. Like I'm not describing ourselves as the startup right now. Like we are the established company with routine processes, sales processes, development processes, scaling use cases, and so on and so on.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Thank you.
Andy, thanks for the presentation. Very interesting. Can you tell me more about the scraper, your scraping technology, and your data processes for gathering the data?
Of course. We are scraping in live public data from different social media. It includes like top tier, LinkedIn, Crunchbase. This is what people want. Additionally, if there is no information on LinkedIn or social media, we go to the Google to like some public indexing data. And this is, we were not like getting all those certifications, SOC, data processing agreements. Like we have basic, how to say, agreement on data on our website. Once you register, like you gave access to, like you are acknowledged how we access the data. So it's public. I don't believe in GDPR. Like I know there will be questions about GDPR, and this is a very tough topic. But I think in our era, when ChatGPT exists and it has the web search, we don't have to say.
Oh, not so great to take a call from your call.
And Andrew, you're here.
Sorry, just this.
Can you hear us?
Something happened. Sorry.
Yeah, you're back. You're
I can
back.
hear it.
We hear you, Andy.
When I disconnected.
You disconnected when you were saying that GDPR was not part of the roadmap, let's say.
Yeah, pretty much covered.
I have a question though, more deep on data validation. How do you go about data validation that you scrape?
Cool. That's very nice question. We are scraping live, so every data point is fresh. So like we don't like update it because we just collect that. It's like up to the second fresh. And how we validate data is we have a lot of algorithms. We trained a lot of LLMs. For example, if you have a lot of like emojis or like some trash words, it could be like just simply deleted from your first name, last name, job title as well, like uppercase and so on, just algorithmically. But if you are like I'm on the social media Andrew, but my email is Andri. And on like based on other sources, based on the combination of different from Instagram, from Facebook, how I spell my name, it's better to say Andri. And our algorithms analyze that and choose like the best format for each data point. For example, job title, company name, location, so on and so on. So we know really where people locate, and we know really what they do in their life, not what they show on their social media.
Okay, interesting. Thanks.
Some kind of magic.
Thank you. We
you.
have 1 more minute. So any other questions to Andrew?
I mean, I have a last question, but I'm just gonna silo him on data quality. So maybe it's not the best for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, can I? Well,
Sure.
yeah. So okay, you said you have multiple LLMs to verify the data quality. Have you run tests on your data on sample data to run accuracy on the inferences that your LLM has taken when doing data validation?
I mean, like the base data is taken from social media, and we make that better by improving some, like we are validating by getting feedback from customers. And most of our customers are our competitors, which include our API, and that's to make them better. Like they just feedback from a lot of customers. Like I think we have about maybe 50,000 customers in total if we calculate all the like number of customers through our competitors. So they feedback on every data point, which is good, which is not good, and that's how we just measure the like success rate of validation. We don't have like any. I understand.
Oh, Andrew left us, and this is the time for the poll. If you would like to connect with the Generac team and Andrew and ask more questions, please go ahead. Thank you so much, Andrew. We just launched the poll. Thank you for your answers, and you can continue the conversation in private if you want to. And we are moving forward with the IRE team.
Thank you. Hello, I'm Julie, and I'm going to share my screen 1 second.
Of course.
Oh, okay. Can you please move me slightly further because Zoom is not allowing me to share my screen, and that's exactly why AIR exists, to avoid situations like this.
Okay. All good. Do we have? I know we have private talk here. Maxim, are you ready to switch places with Yulia?
Anytime.
Go ahead. True founder is always ready. Thank you.
So it's gonna be in English, yeah, as I understood.
Yep.
Do you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
And 3 minutes starting now.
Okay, so hello everyone, my name is Max. I would like to tell you more about our product, yeah? The idea of Pivot Hawk was born in Jam, Canada, where me and my friend Lawrence was struggling to control his pivot irrigation systems on the far remote fields. So a bit later, after some time of development, we decided that our product is gonna be not just a local but a global solution, and our task now is to equip every pivot irrigation system on the planet. So actually, about the problem, farmers worldwide constantly face the problem of access to affordable and effective monitoring tools. They waste from 1.5 to 8 hours a day checking pivots, manually checking pivots. They spend from $5,000 to $1,500 for the labor and travel expenses, and undetected malfunctions cause to water overconsumptions by 5 or 10%. So that's why Pivot Hawk came at the perfect time, and there is a lot of reasons why. Our solution is innovative yet and user-friendly. It's using advanced technology of Internet of Things and our web-based platform. Our device gives farmers the ability to quick and efficiently monitor the pivot irrigation system, and not only within the farm, but from anywhere in the world. So at the time, the cost of the device is $110. We use reliable and certified solution sourcing key components from the United States, but creating a high quality value added product and developing most of the hardware and software in house. So PivotHawk in future will turn in a completely ecosystem with the different sensors, modules. We will check humidity and the rest. So our target at the time is United States and Canada. Our target audience, farms and agriculture enterprises. So you can see that, yeah, like this. So our business model is software as a service. We also plan to get fundings from selling devices. And thanks to strategic investments, we plan to break even in 6 to 12 months. So as you can see, it's only comparing to other competitors, only PivotHawk doesn't affect warranty and leasing. It's versatile, it's easy to install, and has simple and user-friendly interface. With our device, farmers 7 to 300 hours and from half to $5,000 per season for just one irrigation system. So with just 1% adoption in North America, the sector could save around $10 million. So 20 farmers, Canadian farmers, are already waiting for us. And you can see we have everyone in our team to succeed. Farmer as a co-founder, hardware developers, and the rest. So we have already raised 25,000 proceeds of Bravery, and we have a potential partner who will interested to invest in around $100,000. So to officially scale, we need additional $100,000 at a time. Thank you for attention.
Thank you, Maxim, for your presentation, and we open the floor for questions.
Yeah, maybe I'll go first. Hi, Maxime. Thanks for the presentation. And why are you starting by focusing on Canada and US?
Because our co-founder has his own pivot irrigation systems, and the landscape of this sector of the market is a bit different than here in Europe. Farmers have here in Europe a little bit better infrastructure, and they want to have a big, more developed solutions. Like they want to have some monitoring features, so they want to see ecosystem. That's why we want to start from there, make some like to sell the basic, for example, product line, and after making some money, we want to improve it and start to sell it in Europe. You know, that's the plan.
Yeah, and maybe a follow-up question on that. Are you like currently conducting any, pilot on your co-founder's irrigation system, like kind of, way to collect some real-time data and to improve the product and this kind of stuff, I assume?
Right now we are at the pilot version 2. Last year it was the first pilot version. At the time, at the second pilot, we are running it in Canada at the time, and I have some contacts with a big Ukrainian agriculture concern, and they are also interested to be a pilot customer. So they're waiting, but they want just a little bit more features. That's the main difference. Yeah, that's it.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Thank you, Tomasa. Any other questions from investors' side? No. Okay. If not, thank you so much, Maxime, for your presentation. We are launching the poll so that you can connect with the PivotHawk team, and good luck with your project. Thank you for being here today. Thank you, Maxime.
See you. Yeah.
See you. And Yulia, are you ready to present now? Yes? Okay.
Hello, and finally I can share it with you. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, all good.
Wonderful. So meet Air.ai, the secure European alternative to US video platforms. And yes, we care about GDPR. Yes, we care about user experience, and that's why we try to avoid all the problems that I've been facing recently. So basically, we are building Britain's own digital meeting infrastructure with end-to-end encryption and complete data sovereignty. And why we're doing this? Because Britain has a digital dependency crisis. 90% of our communication tools come from America. That leaves us subject to US data laws. Basically, every call and every document you share on Zoom, Teams, Meet, it becomes American property. It's time for UK's own infrastructure. And the time is absolutely right, because we are, UK government just committed 2.6 billion to tech sovereignty through the digital strategy in 2022. And the timing is ideal for a homegrown solution like ours. We are targeting 180 million UK enterprise video conferencing segment with 2.1 total market. That includes Europe, growing 30% annually. But for us, it means more than just market share. For us, it's a question of digital independence. So this is what we do. AIR delivers everything enterprises need. It's UK-hosted video calls, full encryption, AI-powered meeting tools, GDPR-native recordings, and for companies who require complete privacy and security on-premise deployment. Of course, you may ask, why worry about having your own platform? Zoom is having UK data centers. Yes, that's right. But they're still governed by US law and Cloud Act, which grants US companies and basically any US company, any government can have ownership of your data. And right now, we are the only sovereign alternative offering 100% UK and European data residency, GDPR native and DSA native, and AI Act compliance and mathematical AI privacy guarantees. We are G-Cloud listed, and we are ready for public sector procurement. So our wedge is pretty clear. We are free for individuals, paid for enterprise compliance. We started with sovereignty-focused sectors such as government, legal, finance, and then we expand through organic adoption. Our distribution is through G-Cloud procurement, has no relation to Google, and partnerships with amazing people at Department for Business and Trade here in the UK. That they help us a lot to reach our beachhead markets. And it's just not my words. Basically, we started with early traction, and market is recognizing this need. In just 3 months, we generated more than 80 warm leads through my own networks and through government connections. 2 pilots are underway. We have 3 letters of intent signed by finance, legal, and healthcare. And our first paid deployments are targeted for the end of this year. So we have a Ukrainian team. We are dedicated to building UK digital independent infrastructure, and we are raising 550K to make it real, to launch 10 pilots in the UK and reach 500K ARR within 12 months. Thank you, and welcome your question.
Julia, thank you so much. I can see questions from Ross and then Pavlo. Go ahead.
Yep, thanks. Julius, thanks for the presentation. I'm very curious how you discovered the problem, because it doesn't obvious that any end customer actually needs have this needs having an independent conferencing tool.
Exactly. I started building AIR pretty much with little validation a year ago. That was pre-Trump, and I'm super happy that thankful to American government for making this need so acute and so hard, because if not for him, we would be still happily using Zoom for everything and beyond. I think thanks to my first presentations, one in UA UK Tech Bridge, and later on I participated in Viva Tech later in Paris this year. I was pitching 2 products. I was pitching AIR as a main platform, and I was pitching our compliance product built on top of it, because the AI and GDPR compliance will be built into AIR. And I just noticed that so many people are frustrated by the mere fact that our data is owned by Microsoft if you're using Teams, or is owned by Zoom if you're using Zoom. If you look into security settings, you'll actually see where the data is processed. So I realized that we are on the right track, and the interest we're having right now from UK government, from French, spill the beans, Ministry of Defense, and very interestingly from Canadian government, because everyone is looking for to break free from US tools, because that's an inherent risk. That's a spyware as it is right now. So it just came up naturally. We started building a meeting assistant, then it became commoditized. I started building on top of it, and bam, there you have it.
Can I have a follow-up question? Yeah, maybe you could elaborate on where this need comes from, because for me, like enterprises are revenue-driven, profit-driven. They're care much, much less about where the data processed. If you could elaborate, what is the value proposition within this having local hosted servers?
Well, first of all, sovereignty is becoming a requirement, especially in public sector. So you can, UK government is making it very clear that by the end of 2025, companies must have a working plan to switch to locally hosted services, be it meetings, be it someone else, be it something else that they're using. NHS is doing it right now, and we are one of the reasons why we are raising that much, because we want to do a telehealth version of the platform. It's going to be much more than simply running meetings with patients. It's giving you clinical notes, it's giving you access to all the information at your fingertips. So it's becoming more of doctor's assistant rather than simply a platform for communicating with patients. So for Canada, I can voice from them because they formulated it really well. They are perceiving US dependency on US tools as a risk to the data. They sharing their risk to their future, and they actually hinted, and maybe we will follow on that they need a defense-focused platform like ours that would be useful for use in the field. And our actually call component, P2P calls, is very well suited for that, because it can run in very low low connectivity networks, especially in rural areas in Canada. Not so many rural areas in the UK, but there is a big push from the government towards sovereignty, and we are ready to answer it.
Thank you. And we have a question from Pavlo. Pavlo, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. Do we still have any time for this?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Yeah, first of all, very cool capture of the UK priorities. I quite like how this aligns with what the PM is saying about this digital sovereignty, and yeah, very nice find, very nice catch. I guess my question would be, what are your plans in terms of staffing? Will you mostly grow in the UK? Will you grow in Ukraine as well? It looks like you want to develop quite rapidly. So how do you see it? Yeah, how does it scale going forward?
Right. Yes, I'm Ukrainian. My CTO co-founder is Ukrainian, Leandro Pontes. He's our British compliance czar who is advising us and on all things compliance. We have a team in Ukraine, and we're going to scale in both directions. So we are going to have, of course, a UK-based business development team and government relations, which is thankfully handled by these amazing guys at Department for Business and Trade, and then our champions. And in Ukraine, yes, we plan to keep most of our development in Ukraine for the time being.
Can I follow that up? Does your focus on security and leaving all data in the UK, but then developing the product in Ukraine, bring any questions, and how do you tackle it?
We host and first of all, we on our AI Copilot is not processing data outside of the meeting perimeter, if I can call it that. So we are not relying on any outside LLMs like ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever. We use our own trained, well, the language model that we use actually learning from your meeting content from the documents you share, so not from anyone else, and it's not sharing it anywhere else. Right now, to comply with the requirements, we have to provide our compliance with GDPR and our hosting dedication to the UK. So at the moment, it's not that critical. But once we grow, definitely, I would like to bring some of the critical team to the UK.
Thank you so much for your questions and answers. We are out of time. Yulia, thank you for being here today, and you can follow up. We will launch the pool with Maria to connect with your team. And if you're interested, please express your interest here. And we are moving forward with the Smart Audio Technologies presentation. Sandeep, we can see you're here.
I am not able to share the presentation.
Yeah, just a second. Yulia will turn off hers.
Yeah.
Yulia, yep.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see my screen?
It's loading. Yes, we can see it now.
Perfect.
But just do it in the full mode. Yep, all is good now. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Sandeep Chintala. I'm the founder of Smart Audio Technologies. I'll start with the problem statement. So this is a US DoD problem statement that has been put out just in Q2 this year. And basically what it tells is about the noise in the mission critical environments, which is causing significant impact in people listening to the other side and also on the mission itself. So things can go very horribly wrong by not having very clear conversation. And this is kind of what we are kind of looking to address. So it's the cognitive fatigue when you have noise in the inbound stream. It's compromising the safety because you're not able to communicate very clearly. Commands are being missed, and if it's not very efficient. And what we do is we completely eliminate the noise around you up to 130 decibels, which means you can be in a Chinook, you can be in a Challenger tank, you can be in a packed Wembley Stadium, and the other person will just hear the target speaker's voice and nothing else. How do we do it? It's a proprietary solution that I have invented and developed over the last 3 years. It's a microphone module which has edge AI solution, so it completely runs securely on the edge, no connectivity required, and we are able to transmit a very clean output. That's our solution. We have two patent families, which is already granted in more than 20 countries around the world. And in terms of competition, the competition is benching around 90 to 100 decibels, your Apples, your Zooms, etc. And we are at 130 decibel. And if you ask your ChatGPT what's the difference, it will tell you it's 1,000 times more powerful because that 30 decibels is on a logarithmic scale and it's not just a linear up. So what is our vision? We want, anywhere you open your mouth to talk, we want to deliver very clear communication. Currently, we are focused on mission critical industries, but soon we are looking to grow into consumer electronics as well. The market is huge. The whole world is going through an upgrade, especially in defense kits. There's other industries like aviation, emergency services, and other mission critical environments like mining, oil rigs, construction, etc., etc. We already have a product portfolio that has been field tested by some of our customers who are airports, defense primes, including racing teams as well. So we have a very large opportunity with the UK MOD, where we are participating in 3 tenders with over 10 billion pounds of opportunity. Within that, we anticipate about 2 to 3 billion pounds of opportunity, which we have very high probability of securing. These are some of the awards we won, and we are raising 5 million pounds. This is our second round. We raised 2 million pounds previously to go from stage 0 to stage 1. Now we are in the scaling up stage, and this will allow us to open up a very promising pipeline of orders and start generating revenue from the next 12 months onwards. Happy to take any questions.
Thank you so much for your presentation, and we open the floor for questions, if we have some.
I can jump in. Yes, Sandeep, thank you. Very interesting. So you visibly have a dual use market and a dual use strategy. I was wondering if you had what was the composition of the team and how you were prioritizing one over the other, managing cash flow, and if you had a procurement expert on the team.
Sure. So we are 8 people strong. We've been fortunate to have the ex-managing director of Bose UK on our board. He ran Bose for 24 years. Similarly, from the automotive industry, we have ex-Fiat USA president. And from the defense industry, the UK DBT had introduced me to Mr. Ashwini Sharma, who's a retired colonel in the Indian Armed Forces. So through our team, we have already managed to gather very, very strong interest. We have already paying customers. We've generated close to $500,000 worth of revenue in field trials, paid pilots. We are now looking to grow from 8 people team to 20 people team with the fundraise. We want to bring in the more specialist kind of commercial experts who are in the industry, tender writers who won bids, government bids, to kind of help us secure big contracts and scale very rapidly.
Thanks. Makes sense.
Thank you. Any other questions to Sandeep? If we're out of questions, thank you so much for your presentation. We will launch the poll so that if you do want to connect with the smart audio technologies, please express your interest here in the box. And thank you, Sandeep, for your time. And we are moving forward. We have 2 last pitches today. We have Progalit and We Made AI. So Marie, we have a pre-recorded pitch for Progalit, but we have a team member here, right? Just please tell us.
Yeah, I'm here. Just let me know if you can hear me, because I'm struggling with internet connection all day long today.
Yeah, Irina, we can hear you, and Maria, I think we can launch the deck.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Disease doesn't wait, though our healthcare system still does. Progalit aims to build the innovative model of chronic disease patients management. Let's face the truth. Healthcare market gap is widening due to the aging population and the decrease in number of healthcare professionals. Most of our team, including myself, is over 40 years old, and by 2050, all of us will be around 70. Statistically speaking, we'll be managing at least one chronic disease. To solve this problem, we need models which can integrate advanced AI capabilities to support doctors and patients to get personalized treatment in real time and ensure better monitoring of chronic diseases. With Progalit, we have created an AI-powered model for chronic kidney stone disease management. It monitored and adjusted prescribed treatment to keep the essential parameters like urine pH within the targeted level. Results: patients dissolved or decreased the size of existing kidney stones and prevented disease progression. Our founders and team members know each other over 20 years since school and university. With our diverse skills gained in world-leading companies, we are ready to bring our expertise and drive the project to success. Our key milestones are the following: to establish company in the European Union while getting the first sales in Ukraine at the beginning of 2026. Then get CE mark and start work on R&D and market access for chronic disease management in Europe. And then scale across the European Union and the United States with a broad portfolio. Our strategy is to operate within B2B2C segment where costs for patients will be covered by insurance companies. Progalit is positioned to capitalize on a massive and rapidly expanding market. While chronic disease treatment cost is already huge, it is still estimated to increase by 70%, reaching €1.4 trillion in 2050. AI-driven SAMD market is very young. With the current projection, it can reach $110 billion by 2030 and then triple by 2050. Our AI-driven SAMD offers a scalable solution to a growing healthcare crisis, promising significant returns by delivering superior patient outcomes and system efficiencies. Existing competitors monitor patients and connect them with healthcare when needed. Progalit aims to offer a different concept. We want to humanize AI for healthcare, which already helped to dissolve kidney stones, and now we want to scale our solution to provide 24/7 support for doctors and patients with other chronic diseases. We are raising €750,000 to scale Progalit out of Ukraine. To ensure proper management of chronic diseases in future, we need models that make sense of it for real people in real time. We appreciate your attention, follow-up, and hope to set up a meeting together.
Okay, thank you for the presentation, and Irina is ready to answer questions.
And I'll go. Thanks for the thanks for the presentation. It's a very difficult market, so I guess we're going back to kind of the question: who are you talking to? Why are you talking to them? How are you selling it? And who is your strategic asset in penetrating a market outside of Ukraine, such as, for instance, England, where you would basically need to work with the NHS and you already have competitors? How do you differentiate and plan expansion in these circumstances?
In fact, if talking about UK market, it's something we're just exploring now. We have a bit more expertise about European Union. So our key, to whom we need to talk, we're talking to medical doctors, and we need to definitely talk here in the European Union and probably in UK as well with the insurance companies. So currently what we have in Ukraine, we already developed this MVP, and over 100 patients were treated, patients with kidney stone disease, and we had really good tracking and really good success because majority of patients, they either dissolved the kidney stones or significantly decrease. And on the top, they really improved their way of living, their habits, and many, many good outcomes of this. So for us, let's say primarily it's healthcare professionals, it's doctors who can prescribe this solution to allow 24/7 monitoring. So this is the first thing. It's about European. For UK, definitely we will need to contact some advisors and to work more with people who know the system, because honestly, we don't have big expertise there. So it's some market to develop for us. And also what can be another opportunity for us is to contact the manufacturers. So those companies who are producing some medicines, for example, if we want to scale for thyroid gland disease or diabetes or hypertension, so it can be some companies who are manufacturing these products, and we can be a support for them as well. So this is kind of strategy.
Okay.
But yeah, you are right. It's very, very, very tough, really a tough market and tough solution. You're absolutely right.
I worked in something similar. So, and how do you get doctors to give you 30 seconds of their time to listen to what you have to sell?
Yeah, it's recently it's also a good question, because recently we were conducting the deep research survey, marketing survey with doctors. So, and in fact, they are very busy. So in Ukraine, we had to pay them basically to get their feedback whether they need or not this solution. And I guess in the countries, it's the same story. Our strategy would be to find engineers who would like to adopt the system and to use it for their practice, to get the first experience, get expertise, and then, with this expertise already we can scale it to other doctors, other specialties. But I'm a medical doctor by myself, degree, and actually I can tell that doctors usually are the most conservative, let's say, animals in the world. So to white early adopters, relatively it's like 10-15% of early adopters in the market, but brave enough to find this 10-15%.
Got it. Thanks.
Thank you. Any other questions to Irina?
Yes, if I may. Can you walk me through the user experience for the patient, I guess? Because ultimately, I understood from your presentation that your app will help them monitor their status and help them cure. That is, help them relieve their symptoms. How will it work? What's the, I guess, user experience benefits you offer?
Okay, so first of all, we have two versions. We have the mobile version and we have the desktop version. So doctors, they can use both. So for example, we have one option when this program is installed in clinic. And when doctor sees a patient with kidney stone disease, he prescribes the like whatever treatment he needs. It's a medicine intake, water intake, diet, and give patient the QR code with which he can download this application, and then he can follow recommendations. So basically what patients need to do in like our pilot model, so they need to measure daily the pH of urine, and they can just put this one notation in their phone. And then the system, is guiding. The most important thing for system is to track this one KPI, this track pH urine. And if, for example, the pH goes up or down or recommended levels, the system sends a signal to doctor, and doctor sees that, okay, I have 1 or 2 patients out of my 100 patients who need attention, and for them I need to change the medication or change diet or change water intake. But otherwise, the system is communicating with patient by itself, reminding about the diet, reminding drinking pattern, reminding about medications. And what we had, it's about during 3-4 months, patients after the first episode of kidney stone disease, they definitely decreased the size of kidney stones, and in some cases, they even dissolved. And to the like my previous point, we had interviews not only with doctors, we had interviews with patients and with those who used Progalid, and they had really, really good feedback for us.
Right, thank you. Sounds like really cool tech. And if you can just really quickly say how it's done now, is it just people keeping track on their own, or other solutions now?
Can I ask you to answer this question in the chat? Because Pavlo needs it, but we are out of time. Irina, if you can answer it in the chat, we would really
Thank you so much.
appreciate it. Sorry for this interruption.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you for your questions and answers. And we have last startup. We've launched the poll, so if you want to connect with the team, please do. And we have the last startup. Last but not least, the Sergey from WeMate AI will be presenting his startup today. Hi, Sergey. I can see you are already launching your screen, sharing your screen. Just please put it in the full mode and we can start.
Yep. Can you hear me well?
All good. All wonderful.
Okay, super. Hello, everyone. My name is Sergey Glosko. I'm CEO and co-founder of WeMate. So there is lots of customers who are not satisfied with the insurance companies. Alongside with the high premiums and not clear settlement processes, we want to tackle an exclusion problem. So because insurance companies are profit driven, they exclude high risk profiles, low incomes, minority groups from being getting offer from insurance companies. Even though in United States, this is a big problem still in Europe, but in United States, this is the biggest problem of being bankrupt because patients after visiting clinic can't pay the bills because of hidden co-payments, deductibles, and so on and so forth. So what we want to build is the platform where people can share the risks, pool their premiums together at the pot, and share it when something bad is happening with them. So what we want to achieve with this platform, not only decreasing the level of the premiums, but also make it insurance more inclusive and allow more people to have a proper safety net if something bad happens. So basically, the platform will look like an app, a mobile app, where people can submit the basic information about themselves. We categorize via using artificial intelligence agents looking for specific information, real-time data, assess the risk of those customers, and group them together to team up and create this safety net. So the competition is very high. We will compete with big sharks on the market, but still we want to focus on those who are underserved by those sharks. Actually, we have been exempt in Europe from obtaining the traditional license, so we're gearing up to start in the Netherlands, Czech Republic, and Lithuania. This is the big market, and our goal is to reduce the percentage, the number of underserved in Europe and the United States. So this is
sorry, the time is up. Please sum up.
Yeah, sum up. So we, because we have been working with in this area for more than 10 years, so we know the drawbacks of the insurance, and we want to make it transparent and inclusive. Thank you.
Serhii, thank you so much for your presentation, and we open the floor for our last round of questions.
Yeah, maybe I'll go first. Thanks, Serhii, for your presentation. I mean, you said yourself the competition is quite harsh. Of course, insurance is a quite crowded space. You said that you feel that these people that you're targeting are underserved by the existing competitor, but I'm pretty sure that competition there it's still pretty tough. So, like, how are you planning to be competitors? Meaning, which is your unfair advantage? And how are you planning to reach those underserved people? So in a way, like, what's your GTM strategy?
I will start from go-to-market strategy, because that's we are currently working on in the Netherlands market. So we want, first of all, the main target audience now is self-employed startups and other individuals who could go through tough times for low incomes, burnouts, health conditions, and so on. So we are targeting accelerators, incubators, co-working spaces, and so on to reach out to those, let's say, first adopters, to provide entrepreneurs with additional safety net that can help them when some bad happens. Why we are confident that the big sharks is not eat us before, they are excluding those customers consciously, because they don't want them to be customers. And not being us as an insurance company, we're creating the platform like a Airbnb platform where people can get together by themselves and create insurance pools with own rules and so on and so forth, and create this safety net for them. So mostly, yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Ross. Please.
Thanks.
Yeah, Thank you very much for presentation. I have like two questions. First, how it fundamentally differs from current model, because externally, it seems like you're aggregating the same money, the same funds, and then you're distributing to the like same people as insurance company does. And the second question is how currently your ICP customers are getting served with insurance companies, how this process works for them right now.
I mean, we are fully, traditional model is fully centralized and depends on the decisions that are made by this central node. But contrary, in our model, we are fully decentralized. So the peers who contributes the funds to the pool, they are creating the same. I mean, at the same time, they are insured and providing providers of the insurance. So basically, our platform. What does our platform is risk assessment and categorizing them to show. I mean, how they need and how they might blend with each other or interact. But the main thing, they decide what they need, how they need, in what level, by their own.
If I may just quick follow up on this one, how it will, like, what decentralization gives the end customer as an outcome? Is it like better medication or more coverage of medications? How it would work, like, as an outcome for the end user?
Cheaper and full control over the funds, because when you contribute, I mean, pay your insurance company, you're not influencing nothing. So basically, either when you submit a claim, you just wait for an answer, either you would be paid or not. In this case, you are extracting the funds is for everyone. So you submit the claim, submit the papers. If there is no objection, you get the payment. And the beauty of this model lies in, if there is leftovers after the ending of the coverage period, members can use those funds either to continue for the next coverage period or withdraw those funds. So this is, I mean, full steering on your coverage on your fund.
Thank you very much for your questions. And we are launching our last poll on WeMate AI team. If you're interested, please connect. Sergey, if you can, you've stopped sharing the screen. I would just love to say a few final remarks for our demo day. Thank you, first of all, for attending it and for being so active. And we would like to remind you with the whole Seeds of Bravery team that the final demo day as a part of Seeds of Bravery will be dedicated to agri-tech and food tech. It will be held on the October the 6th, and you can register, find the link on our social media, or just we can share it in our chat here. And this demo day was brought to you by three amazing partners, XSB, Plug and Play, and Vacuum Deep Tech Acceleration. And we really appreciate you being here today. Have a safe night for those who are in Ukraine. And thank you for all international partners, investors, and friends who has joined us today to hear more about Ukrainian innovations.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
so much, everyone, for joining.